All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call Allah, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi'S, BAHASHAM, Rakakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, as the title reads, it goes a little something like, we want part in Yahawashi'S bag, and Esau'S bag got holes in it. Esau'S bag is this world. Okay, and what did the Lord say about this world? That it wasn't going to last forever. All right, and that this world is actually on its way out, as the signs that we all see. Okay, but the ones that understand, that really see, that understand what's going on, to really understand like where we're at in life and where we're at in existence, and what part of the story we're at as far as the scriptures. Because the scriptures is this life, okay? And the scriptures speak on all these things happening, what happened in the past and the present, and what's going to happen in the future. And the future is going to be what? Israel ruling, okay? But something came to mind. You know, even when I first got to the truth, I haven't heard it too much as of late, as the recent years. But, you know, when I first got into the truth, because I heard it, you know, a couple of my peers asked me, people I grew up with, you know, I heard people ask the apostles and other men that go out there in the highways and BAHASHAM, Yahawashi'S over the years. They always ask you that one question. They say, well, what do you plan on doing? They always say, like, well, what do you plan on doing? Well, for one part of the plan is a brother is out here telling you about Yahawah. That's one plan, is to push his word. Because that's what the Lord said to do first and foremost if you want to have any chance of salvation, is push his word. The Lord said, if you love me, you will feed my sheep and you will keep my commandments. So keeping the commandments also go in part with telling Israel that you're supposed to follow the commandments and that we're to repent from our sins. That's all, and you know, they do with that what they will. But at the end of the day, when Yahawashi comes back, he's going to be joint heirs with only a select few. And all those men are going to be Israelite men. So you can kiss your hopes goodbye of anything immortal, Esau, or you other nations. None of y'all going to get immortal. None of you. That promise don't go to none of you. Okay? And the people that was even that close to the promise, that goes to none of you. And the people that was closest is Esau and Ishmael. And y'all ain't getting nothing. Y'all all getting this work from Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi'S. Y'all gonna get put into captivity under the Israelites too, man. And what is Yahawashi'S first and foremost? Yahawashi'S is what? An Israelite man. Okay? But the Lord is gonna come back in the full glory of Yahawah now. So he's saying, I'm not gonna meet thee as a man. Okay? Now I'm gonna get out a couple of scriptures, and the Lord willing to be edifying. Oh, and actually, before I get to the scriptures, okay, now because this happened today, you know. And I'm a man as far as like I know about the things of being circumspect and like, you know, knowing the crowd, and I know of the, like, you know, I understand these things, right? But if people know anything, people have been watching what I'm about. Well, if brothers that know me, you know, especially on the worldly social media and all that, you know, I post things of the truth. But for the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing in the east, I've been seeing a huge star. Now, what the star looks like, it would look like it would be the North Star, but it's facing the east, right? So I picked up this lady today. I picked up this lady, right? I picked this lady up probably like, it's early in the morning. I start work early in the morning. So it was like 5 something in the morning, I think it was, right? 4 something, 5 something in the morning, right? I picked the lady up. Now I see the star. It's clear as day. It's right there. You know, it's like it's purely visible and everybody's seen it. And I've talked to brothers from other states. Okay, so I point to the lady. I'm like, listen, hey, you see that right there? She couldn't see it, so she had to position herself, angle herself to see it. She said, oh yeah, I see it. I was like, I just asked her, hey, what do you think that is? She said, I don't know. I think she might have said like stars or aliens. She might have said, I forget what she said. But it's what she said after that what got me. Because then she asked me what I thought it was. And I said, you know, I said this personally, what I think it is. I told her what I thought it was. And when I said a certain thing of what I said, which was obviously connected to the scripture, but I wasn't going to go into detail about the truth because I didn't feel that vibe with her. I wasn't going to talk to her about it. I wasn't going to go in depth. I was just going to say what I thought it was. So I told her what I thought it was. And as soon as I started to hint, when I hinted to the scriptures, she said, oh, I don't believe in that foolishness. She might even said, I don't believe in that foolishness, and I don't believe in that BS. Facts. And that's for real. That's for real. And the Lord heard it. I was there, who is the eyes and ears that we should fear the most? Because yeah, she was talking to me, but she's talking to me like she's hurting me. No, you're not hurting me. It actually put fear in my heart to be like, yo, there's people that really think like this. Like that I asked her, oh, so you don't, I just said, oh, so you don't believe in the Bible then? She was like, no. And said it proudly. And it was the most proudly I heard someone say they're a non-believer in a while. Okay, so moving forward, so I was talking to the woman. I'm gonna get back to the point because I want to talk about this because this happened today, and we was talking to her and I ended the conversation quick because obviously it wasn't gonna go nowhere. So as I was talking to her, you know, what I mean, we said our 1-2s. She said what she said, and I'll be honest, what she said technically could have been considered disrespectful to me, but I took it under the chin. You know what I mean? I said what I said, and I had the smooth tone. I was like talking real calm. I'm like, yo, I'm in the aura now. I'm not trying to argue with nobody. I don't need to. I don't, because it said if you argue with a fool, you are a fool too. So she's saying her mind is an older woman. This woman's like a little younger than my mother. She said, all in all, the conversation ends. She gets out the van. I take her to her now because we had a nice drive. We had like a 20-minute drive. So you know, I take her to the destination. She says. And she's getting out the car. As she's getting out the van, she says, I hope your Lord comes." Now, obviously, she could have been saying it on some slick shit, but it sounded sincere. But when I was talking to the lady in the van and how her demeanor was, I could tell it could have been sarcastic because she told me she doesn't believe in the Bible, so she's just saying that to be funny. You know, that's how I took it. So I was like, I just said he is. I said you're gonna see him. That's all I said. I said you're gonna see him too. She said, no, I'll probably be long gone. I was like, nah, you're gonna see him. Okay? And that's a testament I had today. What's today? December 5th, I believe. That's today. And this is a so-called black woman, a Negro woman of the tribe of Judah. Okay? And mind you, I took her to dialysis. She walking with a cane, so she all jacked up right now. And that's going to show how the Lord is bad, because I'm looking at her get out the van. I'm looking at her like, yo, she's like, yo, once shit hits the fan, yo, you're gonna be screwed. Like, she'll be screwed. And we're coming into that time. We're coming to the time of Jacob's trouble. What happened in the time of Egypt? The Lord killed a lot of our people. I mean, in the wilderness, I mean. But that was still after, being under Egypt. But that was during the wilderness. After the wilderness, the Lord got rid of a certain age group. We're about to come into the second Exodus. And the whole nation of Israel is not going to be delivered this go around. They don't tell you that in these churches, man. They don't tell you that in none of these religions. They don't tell you nothing about deliverance or salvation or a living God saving you. Everything really is about money in this world, and that's Esau's world. But I'm gonna get to the scriptures because the point going back to when people in the truth and brothers that first got into the truth can attest, got their own testaments. That somebody always will ask you, where do you plan on doing? Well, where y'all gonna be at? Because I would even ask whole camps. What do y'all plan on doing? What do you think? And we say, well, Lord, will we get delivered when Yahawashai returns? Because he's the one that's going to come and destroy the place. So obviously he's going to be the one that could deliver you and show mercy on you and you not get destroyed. Because that's what we're working towards. That's the reward we're seeking. That's what we're striving for. Any man in the truth that's preaching on the highways and byways and preaching the names of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, and sincerity and truth and trying to be delivered in a time of destruction, we're getting close. It's getting closer every day. It's getting closer every freaking day, man. You got the small hats and them Hamas people fighting right now in our land. They're fighting over our land that belongs to us, and they're fighting over it. So you already know how that's gonna go. And they said now they said, matter of fact, in America and the Arizona border, they just got an influx, a whole shit ton of male migrants from across the globe, not just from South America. He said from across the globe, from all four corners of the earth, we could say, I guess. So what do people think is about to happen? You think you're about to just be like living your life, just living just in your little bubble and like your own little reality is not going to just somehow be interfered by this? Remember, the country you live in, America, is the #1 ally to them small hats that's bombing Hamas right now, as we speak. And all of a sudden, you have a lot of migrants coming to this country. Why is that? I know they're not all soldiers. They're not all these troops. I mean, that's a lot of fucking troops. So you already understand the times we're really in. You got volcanoes erupting, people going mad, crazy, murderous. But so actually, let me get with first scripture. Actually, should I get the joint heirs first, or should I get the yeah, let me get the joint heirs. This is Romans, the 8th chapter, I believe. What verse is it? What's it, 17 or something? Oh yeah, verse 17, yep. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 12. Now this is Romans chapter 8, verse 12 says, and it says led by the Spirit. The what? The Holy Spirit. Led by the Spirit. Romans 8 and 12, it reads, therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh to live after the flesh. So we're not supposed to live after the flesh. This very flesh we're in right now, particularly. It says, verse 13 says, for if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. Through the Spirit. So basically, like, what we talk about, like the Holy Spirit was in them, that devouring fire, that mind, that burning desire to please Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S. Because once you have that desire, once that's your main focus, everything else becomes like, like you don't want to really fuck with it. Everything you curb a lot of shit. You don't do a lot of things. Like a man in the truth right now in 2023 that's in like the 20s, his 20s, 30s, 40s, and up. They're not really doing much right now. They go to work, and that's this fucking whack-ass world, but especially a man in the truth, because, we know a man that's grounded in Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S, we know that we have a continuing city to come. We know of the everlasting kingdom, okay? Verse 14, and it reads, for as many as are led by the Spirit of Yahawah, they are the sons of Yahawah. Verse 15 of Romans chapter 8 says, for ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. So what? We crying up to the Father, and the Father set up who? Yahawashai. He's setting up Yahawashai to come back and do his will. That's what Yahawashai said he was coming to do anyway, all the time. Well, that's what he's always been doing, but when he actually walked the earth, that's what he spoke on, doing the will of the Father in heaven. When his mom and siblings was looking for him, he said, what? Who is my brothers? Who is my brethren? Who is my mother? Who is my brethren? Except them that do the will of my Father that's in heaven. Those are my, and they look, and he said, these are my brethren. But those are actually his blood relatives. Okay, but continuing on. And this is all being led by the Spirit. So this is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. And it says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. The Spirit beareth with our witness. Actually in the flesh, the people in the flesh on the earth are Israelites. But the Lord said that Israelites are scattered amongst the four corners. So only ones that of the sons of Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S on this side is the elect of Israel. Those are the ones that are understanding what's going on right now as we speak. And hoping it to continue, and hoping it don't change. You got the world, you got people in the world talk about to cease fire and when is all the wars going to stop and all. No. The Lord said the third war coming quickly. We're in the time of war. That's what people don't understand. We're in the time of war. And the war has already started. The war been started from jump. But the actual war to start to the end, to lead to that fire, to lead to that nuclear war. Because now everybody got nuclear war, and now everybody's tense. And now everybody got some kind of stake involved with something. Financially, everybody got some kind of connection, because, it's basically like little fish, big fish. A few big fish out there in the pond and all the little fish, all the other countries. All right? Verse 17, now here's the point. Here's what we hope to be when somebody asks, oh, well, what do you plan on doing, this, that, and the third? This is what we hope to be. This is what we're striving for. It says, Romans chapter 8, verse 17, and if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahawah, and joint heirs with Yahawashai. Because why? Yahawashai is getting it first. Yahawah's giving it to Yahawashai, and Yahawashai is the one sharing it. But it's all through the will of Yahawah. But Yahawah had it to where like we got connected back to Yahawah through Yahawashai. So all of our connection to the Heavenly Father is what? Through Yahawashai, which means what? He is the most important thing. That's why he told John, I'm the first and the last. You see me, you see my Father in heaven. You see your Father in heaven. You see the Creator. You see me. Yahawashai is the Creator because why? Yahawah put Yahawashai to be his express image of creation. But to say in a physical form, so to speak, to be seen on a daily basis is going to be Yahawashai on the earth when he come back. And he's going to come back when all these nations are fighting. It said, joint heirs with Yahawashai. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may also that we may be also glorified with together. And that's what we hope to be. And that's what we I don't want to say plan, we hope to be. Because we hope to be part of the elect. We can't just say we plan to be part of the elect. We don't know. We hope to be part of the elect. But if somebody asks me that, that's one of the scriptures that comes to my mind. I'm always thinking about when Yahawashai's return to be with that. Nobody's really thinking, but if you ask the average Joe, if you ask the average person, I'm not going to say the average American, if you ask the average person that's not in the truth, if you ask the average person, what's their goals? What's their most important goal? I guarantee you. I'm talking about with Israel. Starting with Israel first and these other nations, they will not say to please Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi. And that's a fact. That's a fact. If you ask the majority of the world, technically, if you ask the majority of the world, every person, they say what, 9 billion? If you got the elect, the priest, the 12,000 out of the 12 tribes, that's 144,000, right? Out of 9 billion, including then you add the rest of the elect, whatever that number is going to equal. And then everybody else that's in these other countries. That's what's going to be left. So what? Then the world's going to be what? Repopulated again. Because what? The Lord hasn't visited the earth in a while with like a massive destruction. So the Lord said, well, we about due for one. So now Yahawah is about to send back Yahawashai. So continuing on. Okay, so that was it. Okay, so verse 18. This is the banger right here. Verse 18 of Romans chapter 8. It says anticipation of glory. That's the plan. We have anticipations of glory because we know and believe in Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi because there's nothing else that is answered. There's like you ask somebody like, all right, so if it's not this, if this ain't the answer, what's your explanation? If you're denouncing this, you have to come to me with something that's deeper than this. And no one has done it. No one can do it. It's impossible. Because the Lord said, what? I say things that are right. Yahawashai said when he was on the earth, I tell you the truth. That's it. A man without found no guile. He lied not. It said, but Romans chapter 8, verse 18, it says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been feeling good, but it's also been whack. It's been like actual life has been super, super whack. You know, money's been tight for me. Shit just been whack. But all in all, the spirit keeps you strong and the spirit keeps you going. Because this world is about to pass away anyway. So we're really just passing through. We just passing by. And now the Lord, Yahawah is about to what? He's about to send Yahawashai back. Remember that day Yahawashai said, no man, no angel knoweth the day nor hour except the Father in heaven? That day is close. It's very close. It has to be. The signs point to it. I remember in the movie, the dude in the Takers movie, Sean Walker, I think, dude from the Fast and Furious movie, but it was a movie called Takers and had all them, Idris Elba, Chris Brown, Michael Ealy in it. They were like a bunch of robbers. Sean Walker always had a saying when someone asked him a question, They would ask him a question, he would say, all signs point to it. So if somebody asks you, hey, is your God, Yahawashi'S, about to come back? All signs point to it. And then you show the scriptures, and those are the signs. And you be like, oh, well, if you don't believe in it, that's cool. That's fine. You cannot believe. But all this stuff is still happening around you. You right here in the same earth with me. And us, the prophets. So if we're not right, who is right? That's the question. If it's not what we're saying through Yahawah BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, who's got the answers? That's what Yahawashi is asking. Where's Allah? That's some good coffee. Because those people in Hamas are getting slaughtered right now. They're all going back and forth, exchanging. Who's responsible for that? Why are they doing that? Who's putting their mind to do it? Why? I know the answer I'm going to say. I'm going to say because the Lord, I'm using scriptures. When the Lord said, what? I'm mustering the battle. I'm going to muster up the battle. Joel, the 3rd chapter. Prepare ye war. When I gather the Gentiles in the valley of Jehoshaphat, his judgment, and sit and judge all the heathen round about. If you don't believe in that answer, then what answer do you have? That's what the apostles asked. That's what everybody asked. If you're saying what we're saying is wrong, what are you saying that's right? I'm gonna read that again. Romans chapter 8, verse 18. Because this is one of my faves for a while now. So this is Romans chapter 8, verse 8. Romans chapter 8, verse 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that's the glory that's coming real soon. Because Yahawashi is coming real soon. And he's going to come with the bag, the real riches, the real wealth, the real glory, the real swag, the real salt, the real authenticity, the real McCoy, the OG, the real original for real. You got all these niggas, all these people talking about, yeah, OG this, OG that. Yahawashi, he said he's the first and the last. He the only. We're all a derivative of him, a rendition of him, from Yahawah to Yahawashi. And everything else after, and Israel's after that, and then everything else is after. All the other nations and all the other animals and all the other stuff that we all about to have full dominion of real soon under our big brother Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. That's what's about to happen. Okay, so I wanted to get Philippians. Okay, no, I'm bugging. Okay, Philippians chapter 2. I think it was verse 12. Verse 12. So this is the book of Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. And this is actually the scripture that's like also, something that, because, one would ask, all right, well, how are you trying to work out your own salvation? And we said, well, first and foremost is prophesying. And then what? Rehearsing the righteous acts and trying to keep the law, statutes, commandments the best of your ability. That's the only answer I could give you. What the fuck else you want to hear? What you want to hear that, I'm trying to get a degree somewhere? No. I'm trying to work towards my salvation so when Yahawashi comes back, he don't destroy me. That's what any real man would say. And any real man is going to be what an Israelite man, out of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So it says Philippians chapter 2, verse 12, and it says, shine as lights in the world. And it says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. With fear and trembling of who? He's not saying that fear and tremble from him. To fear and tremble from who? Yahawah BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. Work out your own salvation. Because what? You fear the Lord. Because remember, at this time, Yahawashi is already ascended, and Yahawah's not on the earth. So you don't. It's not like you're seeing him onto like where you have the seeing is believing to fear. But we fear and tremble of what? Through the spirit of my minds. To know that like he really exists, and he is showing things. He is showing brothers signs and visions and things of that nature. more and more, because now we're closer and closer to the end. So now it's more and more time to get tighter and work out your own salvation. You know, everybody want to go to the gym, well, to go to the spiritual gym every day, every hour, every minute, every second. That's how you gonna get the true wisdom and knowledge of Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S, the same wisdom and knowledge that Yahawashai had in his other life as Solomon, on back down to Adam. That all about to play out. That's all about to come back. That's all about to go back to the original. But now he's gonna have what? His name is gonna be. It's gonna be what? Yahawashai, because now he's about to come back and deliver his people, his children, his brethren, his sisters, and get rulership back on the earth as he had before. So this is all just like a story that is just repeating itself, but now it's going to go back to the beginning of the story and stay there, because that's the original story. And that was all other stuff was just to really show the glory of Yahawah. It's how Yahawashai lived throughout all his carnations as a man. And when he comes back and he said, "What? I shall come back not as a man. I shall not meet thee as a man." You get how that works? He had immortality as Adam. He lost it as Adam. And every incarnation after that, he died. He Yahawashai, he got beat. That the last carnation on earth, he got beat, resurrected, ascended. Got the glory of the heavenly body. Salvation worked out. He is salvation, author and finisher of our faith. But he never came back to the earth. And now he's about to bring all that back down here to the earth. All that from the heavens. He's about to bring all that back down to the earth. Okay, what else I want to... Okay, that was Philippians chapter 2. Okay, yeah. One more. We're going to go into the book. Matter of fact, since I just see that. I'm going to bring that up real quick. Quick precept. Now, this book of Hebrews chapter 12... First, verse 2, and it reads, it's funny because I just read Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. That's funny. And it reads, looking unto Yahawashai, it says Jesus, but you got to say the real name. His real name, Yahawashai. It says, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, looking unto Yahawashai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahawah. So that's where he is right now. See, he was on the earth, right? He was on the earth. He had everything. Boom, boom. Earth, dominion over the animals, all of that, the elements, all that. He had all that, right? When, the story went, how it went down. Eve did what she did. What happened because it happened, what she did. He lost immortality. We lost immortality. We went into captivity. We got delivered out of captivity. No, excuse me, hold it. The Lord built the foundation of the sons of God after Noah. Built up the sons of God. Went down to the nation of Israel. Went into captivity. Got delivered out of captivity. Been in a captivity ever since, after Solomon and all that. Because after Moses, we had our good times. We had our bad times. We had our wars. We had our squabbles. But from the time, since Yahawashai as a man been on the earth, until now, we've been in captivity. And that's on the really real, as Martin would say. That's on the really real. Okay, so that's it on that. So Yahawashai, the author and finisher of our faith. So he's the one, Yahawah did the choosing, but Yahawashai is doing the protecting. It's like Yahawashai is Yahawah's hitman, his number one guy, his main man. That's who Yahawashai is to Yahawah. His only man, his only person that he confides in. That's who Yahawashai is to Yahawah. And we're all just under that, as Israelite men. Okay, I wanted to go to Revelation the 14th chapter, and I'm going to start at the top. So this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. And now, if you read the caption of the top of the chapter, it says what? The redeemed of the Lamb. The Lamb being who? Yahawashi'S. That's the Lamb. So we're going to read this. So it's Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. And it says, and I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their forehead. So this when Yahawashi returns, they got Yahawah in their name. Because remember, he's Yahawashi. He's come back to the ones that the Father put his name in their heads, their foreheads. It's all symbolic that basically you the chosen ones, but what? You have that name. That name what? Yahawah. Why? Yahawashi, which means what? Yahawah and Yahawashi. Those are the only names to give you salvation. Those are the only names to give you protection. What did David say? The names are what? A shield and buckler. See? Shield and buckler, seatbelt, seat buckle. See, some of you, I don't know if you heard the horn. Someone was probably got into an accident just now, right outside. But yeah, man, those are only names for protection. Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi'S. The name that's dreadful among the heathen, the name that David cried to. The only name that the name of the one true living God, mighty to save. The God that can save. Okay? I'll read that again. So, Revelation 14:1, it says, and I looked, and lo, a Lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. That's what we plan on doing, and that's what we hope to do. I hope to be a part of this. This is the answer. We're like, yo, what you hope for your future? Revelation 14:1, actually. That's what I hope my future. I hope to have the name Yahawah in my forehead for when Yahawashi comes back and destroys America. But you know you can't say that to the average person because they'll look at you like you're a fucking nutcase. But whatever. So it says, verse 2, and it says, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters. Oof. And it says, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And it's funny, what did David play? The harp. So, and you hearing multiple harps. Who did the Lord say he's going to build up? The tabernacle of David. What did David play for Saul? Played the what? The harp. So he's saying you hearing this. So you hearing. So he said in Revelation 14:2, it says, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. Imagine how that's going to sound. Imagine the sound of that. And remember, this is John. And it says, verse 3, it says, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So those are going to be the ones that everybody said they're going to see. Because they're going to look like, yo, what's that? Because this is going to be in the midst of the nuclear missiles war. This is going to be in the midst of that. People are going to be like, the wars are going to intensify, more and more joints are going to get shot off. So everybody's going to just shoot everything. Everybody's just going to just shoot all they shits. And then everybody going to be like, where you going to go? Where you going to go? When something goes up, it got to come down. Where you going to go? Because the elect, remember, these men, the 144,000 men, these men, along, with the rest of the saved, that's around the earth, because the Americans is going to be destroyed. They're going to see it, and then the world is going to see them get delivered up. Because remember, they're going to go up. They're going to ascend up like what? Like Yahawashi did when he ascended the first time around. But now he's descending. But he's the one doing this. Remember, he's the destroyer too. He's going to be doing the destroying at this point. So he ain't going to destroy his chosen, so he's going to deliver them. Just think about it. He's about to deliver them. Think about it. The missiles are going to be shot across the earth. Everything's going to be shot up, but then they got to come down. And then everybody's going to be like, yo, how you going to get out of this? You're going to have the elites. You got the elites in these bunkers, but what about the people that's not in no bunkers? What about the people that have no shelter? People don't understand that. That's what's about to happen. That's what's about to come. That's what's really about to come. And motherfuckers think this shit is a game. But continuing on. Verse 4 says, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. That's the Lamb, Yahawashai. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahawah and to the Lamb. So what? These are the first spirits that the Lord created after Yahawashai. The first fruits. Because remember, everything was spiritual first. Remember, the Lord said what? Through led by the Spirit. So before the flesh and all that tangible stuff, it was the Spirit. And the Lord said what? When we get delivered, that's what you're going to get into first. Because the earth is going to be getting set on fire. Rocking to and fro. But how you going to be delivered? Because we ain't going to be able to deliver ourselves. Where you going to run to? Hello. But continuing on, verse 5, it says, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahawah. That's it. And the only people that's Israelites are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's the only ones the Heavenly Father is dealing with, man. If you're not of that bloodline, man, hey, you're going into captivity, man. But everybody else of the nation of Israel, well, sooner or later, some going to be later, but the whole nation of Israel is going to be ruling over the rest of the world. Even the ones that's going to, that's not going to make it. But that's why that's what we hope. We hope to be delivered by Yahawashai. We hope to make it. That's the only thing of making it I go by. Because other parts of the world talk about you made it. Now, you ain't make it. You can't make it in Esau's world. You could make it, but he could take it. In our kingdom, for Israel, for Jacob, ain't nobody gonna be take nothing. We're gonna be doing taking. Hey, that movie was called Takers. What I said that Sean Walker said that quote. All signs point to it. We're going to be taken, and they're going to be giving. These other nations, they're going to be given to us all the time, forever, for eternity. Remember, right now, yeah, they all making money off of us, but in our kingdom, y'all going to be giving us tributary. And Yahawashai going to make you, because he going to give us power. We don't got power now. That's why you ain't giving us nothing. But when Yahawashai come back, you're going to be giving it to us all the time, because he's going to come back with that glow. He come back with that fire. That fear and trembling. He come back with that dreadful name to you. Remember what he said? What? That name was dreadful among the heathen. What? Let's get that. Malachi. 14. See, yep, the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 14. And it said, But cursed be the deceiver which hath in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen. Now think about that, though. His name is dreadful among the heathen. So Yahawah, along with Yahawashai, is dreadful among the heathen. We got that covered, right? But if you read that verse, also it says that sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing. Early in this chapter, the Lord talked about that when he said he hated Esau. Esau being hated is mentioned in this chapter, and I might as well bring it out. So this is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. Now the caption reads, Yahawah's great love for Israel. Yep, God's great glory for Israel. God being named Yahawah. So this is Malachi 1 and 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you. Loved you being who? Israel. Now, he ain't mentioned no other nation. He did mention another nation, but a nation that he hates. He mentioned a nation he loves, but he didn't mention a nation he hates. So he said, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. I'm part of the line of Jacob. I'm thankful. Everybody in the earth, think about it. Do the rundown, right? I'm just talking about, let's talk about some like low levels, not low level celebrities, but let's talk about like some celebrities that people know. Michael Jackson, Israelite. Kobe Bryant, Israelite. Aaliyah, Israelite. Tupac, Israel. I'm going to people that's in the spirit world right now. And let's talk about some live ones. Fuck it. Jay-Z, Israelite. Kanye West, Israelite. Beyonce, Israelite. Carrie Hilson, Israelite. Carmelo Anthony, Israelite. LeBron James, Israelite. Michael Jordan, Israelite. Who else we got? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's name some names. Chris Rock, Israelite. Who else we got? Method Man, Israelite. Mary J. Blige, Israelite. Excuse me, slip of the tongue. Israelite. Sorry, baby. Who else you got? All these celebrities, like these Jake celebrities that's real popular. You know who I mean. Then you got the ones that don't look like us. You got Leah Remini, Israelite. Who else you got? Who are some? Mark Wahlberg, Israelite. Who else we got? It's a thing. I can't think of them, but you know what I mean? You get the gist. And whoever you know, if you in the spirit of Yahawah, you know who's an Israelite through the spirit. By their cadence, how they walk, how they carry themselves. Remember, the Lord said, what? Ye are the salt of the earth. But continuing on, it says, this is Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. And he says, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That's what you about to do to America, especially. Because you ain't about to have no land. You about to go back to your bastard state. We about to take over. You had your land in Edom, but we're gonna take that too. You ain't gonna have nothing. All you gonna have is the pits. You ain't gonna have nothing, dog. Remember the Lord said you didn't consider your latter end, and now it's here. You didn't consider, but now it's here. It's over for you. It says, verse 4 says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. The Lord said he got indignation forever against you. And you gonna have the audacity to say, we shall build up the waste places. And the Lord said, they shall build, but I will tear down. They're building all these apartments. They still trying to build their little kingdom. What they plan to do in the future, how they think they gonna have it. Psalms 49:11, they think the house shall continue forever. No, you are wrong. Because in the midst of that, you still got the problem. So what you gonna do with us? What you gonna do with the men of the Lord? What are you gonna do with this truth? That was your latter end, dog. Remember, this is the name that's dreadful to you. This is your kryptonite. And the Lord said he got indignation for you forever. Only Esau and Jacob is mentioned. Just like in Genesis, the story is with Jacob and Esau. This ain't about nobody else right now. You are the nation. You just extras in this movie. The main characters are Jacob and Esau. Kal-El. The real Kal-El, the real Supermen. The one that's going to get immortality. The sons of Jacob. Yeah, y'all the sons of the dragon, the sons of Esau. You next. But and it says, yeah, I shall see. Yeah, man, so that's pretty much it, man. Oh, did I have anything I want to... Was any more Revelation 14? Hold up, slide. Oh, no, yeah, I had to go back here. Hold up. So going back to Revelation, the 14th chapter, the 6th verse now. And it says, and I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having an everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. Everlasting gospel. This is forever, starting now. Yeah. Well, that's what's up. I'm about to close out anyway. I got a few more verses left because I got that alert that the 20% joint popped up. So continuing on in Revelation 14, and it reads, verse 7, saying with a loud voice, fear Yahawah and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of water. Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S made that. And it says, verse 8, and it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's the real villain. Esau, Edom. They're the villain of the Most High's movie. And these devils be making movies trying to do stuff to where they like trying to gain control of the earth and get immortality in the meantime. And the Lord is going to give it to us. He about to bless us. He blessed you with rulership, but not rulership with immortality. Sorry. You going for the rest of your existence, you're gonna be in captivity under Israel. And that's why the Lord said, rejoice and be glad now, O daughter of Edom. Because now our punishment is accomplished. The truth is going back out. Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S put his name back out on the earth for Israel. So that's when your countdown started, really. So the count is just like more and more just closer to your end is really. Now we just at the actual tail end. Babylon is fallen. Verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, that's what the charagma. The microchip, as brothers be saying, which is hilarious. That little piece of rice they want to put in your body. That's when they come back, they're going to judge people that got that, of our people. Yeah, because you nation, you can get it, but the Lord don't give a fuck if you get it or not. You still going to get the same judgment, which is captivity. If you're not in America and you're a heathen and you're in your land, you're just going to be put into captivity. But to our people that get that charagma and that it's talking about in Revelation, the 13th chapter and 14th chapter, this is the judgment. It says, and the third angel followed, saying with a loud, and has received his, that thing in his forehead, or in his hand. And that's how you're gonna be able to have to buy and sell. That's why you can't get it, because this is what you're gonna get. And it's supposed to put fear in you. To say, fuck you, Esau. And to really pray and hope that the Lord puts the spirit in you to endure to the end. Because this devil's about to bring this out. The third war coming quickly. He got to bring this out soon. There's not much more time. You got fornication. It says, verse 10. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Remember, the Lamb is singular because that's Yahawashi'S. So who's going to pour out Yahawah's indignation? Who's going to unleash that? In the physical form that we're going to see. It's going to be who? Yahawashi'S. Yes, you could say Yahawah because he's the Heavenly Father, but who you're going to see doing it is going to be Yahawashi'S, and then the elect, and then who? Israel. That's who's going to have the power and the glory. The nation of Israel, the chosen ones. Okay, so that's it. That's it. So, with that, Lord willing is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM Yahawashi'S, BAHASHAM Rakakadash. Double honors to the positive Israel, aka the positive great millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and no truth and sincerity. Shalom. And shalom to all the brothers and sisters watching. Shalom, shalom.